Alright, who's ready for this shit?
I am...
Hey!
Wait. I'm not.
You're not?
Oh, it's too late.
No, you
It's
no,
too late.
no, go
We're
ahead.
going.
No, go. It's alright, fine. I bet you thought we all forgot about this.
I did. What's a Steins gate?
Eh, it's a thing. Don't worry too much about it. Oh right, we were right in the middle of sad trans girl feels.
Oh, good stuff.
Oh well, I mean this is the good Luca ending. This is the one where we get to where we get to be gender affirming. That's good, right?
Yes, the
Right?
good ending. I'm sure nothing awful will happen.
Let's find out what awful thing happens. I like how it's just Okabe's like, no, I'm done. I can't.
This specific time.
This is the straw that broke the camel's back. I can't do it anymore. I can't sacrifice anybody else's memories. I've already trampled on Suzuha and Ferris's memories. I turned a blind eye to their suffering, all the while telling myself it was to save Mayuri. I justified it by telling myself I would carry their burdens, but that was just a convenient excuse. I don't have the right. I fall to my knees, unable to stand. The only way to save Mayuri is to send this D-mail. There's no alternative. Even so, I don't have the right to erase Lukako's entire life. Post-transition. I can't do such an arrogant thing. More than anything, I don't want to lose the Luka beside me right now.
Okabe-san.
Mayuri can't be saved. Whoa! That already taking a hard turn there. Mayuri's death is fate.
No, that's the wrong game.
We are not. You know how long that would be?
Yeah.
That would be... No matter how many world lines I cross, convergence will occur. Mayuri will die no matter what. I'm tired of it all. Mayuri? I'm sorry. My ego wasn't strong enough to sacrifice everything for your sake. I mean, fair? You are certainly, giving up a whole lot for one person.
Yeah.
The first day of Komima has ended. A few otaku warriors linger to check out their spoils before beginning the odyssey home. Otherwise, Ariake is silent and still, as if the crowd Lukako and I saw this afternoon was a lie. Komima runs for 3 days straight, but it already feels like the end of a festival. Of course, this silence is just for tonight. Tomorrow, people will come to fill this spacious promenade once again. My hand clutches at my chest. Mayuri will die in less than an hour. I'm not ready. Even so, I want to be with her in her final moments. I won't let her leave this world alone. That's why I came out here right after leaving the shrine. She should still be in Ariake somewhere. Oh no, what the hell is going to happen to her?
Oh no.
Oh no. It's not enough that she dies, it always has to be needlessly cruel.
Yep.
Ugh. I contacted both Mayuri and Daru by mail. If the post got picked up on time, if they're still in Ariake, they should be here any minute now. Oh, my phone rings. Speak of the devil. What's up, Luca?
Please tell me, is this really okay?
Lukako. She doesn't have to say it. I know exactly what she means. There's only one thing I can say. Tick, 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 tick. This was my choice. You do not have to worry about a thing. Unlike other times, like... Oh no! In the other routes, the other characters still had a say,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because like when we didn't kill Ferris's dad, she's like, oh, "You're really gonna do this?"
Mm-hmm.
Or when we let her dad live, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that is the same as didn't kill. Listen,
Maybe.
English is hard. It's my first language, but it's hard. I know that mail won't be enough to stop Lukako from blaming herself, but I had to send it all the same, if only to strengthen my own resolve. Memories from this morning rise unbidden. Mayuri stopped by the lab on the way to Komimud. I was dozing on the couch. Oh, so that's how we're padding out this ending, with a flashback. Okay. Suddenly, the darkness was burned away by light.
Would you say we were blinded by it?
Stop this.
Okay.
Stop this. Squinting against the fluorescent radiance, I raised my head to see who had entered.
Sorry, Okarin. Did I wake you up?
Yes. Yes, you did. Mayuri was there, tugging a suitcase. Tug, 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 tug. No, I wasn't really asleep. I'd been up all night trying to solve the problem of my last date with Lukako. You're pretty early, Mayuri.
Actually, Mayushi's here to pick up her costumes. And breakfast.
Yay, breakfast. I do like breakfast. She took a sandwich and some potato salad from her convenience store bag.
I immediately
Perfect for
yeeted
testing.
them into the time machine.
Can't let Mayuri eat. Are you going to Komima now?
Yeah, Daru-kun already left on the first bus.
It's weird to think that Daru and Mayuri probably bonded over this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's their one point of contact, is like, yeah, they're both gigantic anime nerds.
And also that Mayushi has the type of personality to be able to cope with Daru's shittiness.
Yeah.
And just be like, no.
No looting. No looting.
Hey, Okarin, where'd you go with Luka-chan yesterday?
Oh, you mean with my new girlfriend? Don't worry about it. Oh, right, because yesterday in-game was when we had sword lessons,
Yeah.
right?
Did you have a fun date? You know, Luka-chan hasn't replied to my mails since yesterday.
Oh, wait. Was it that the day?
Wait, or was that today? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Time's an illusion. We have a time machine. Every time is every other time.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
You emailed Lukako?
Yeah, Mayushi's a little worried, you know?
Worried about what? Word for what? I can't. Oh, it's such a fountain of memes. What is even the name of that?
I forgot.
Oh,
I probably have it bookmarked somewhere.
I'm sure we have it bookmarked. That it might be a gay porno, but it is peak cinema. Anyway, the day before, Lukako burst into tears barely 5 minutes after we met up. Then we parted ways. That's why I couldn't give Mayuri an answer. Oh, no. The sword stuff happens like hours before Mayuri dies.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
we run it right up to the...
Did you make Luka-chan cry again? That would make Mayushi sad.
Sad? What is this emotion?
Sad. Luka-chan is Mayushi's friend.
Really? It was Mayuri's last day alive, and also Lukako's last day together with me. I asked myself, could I really let it end with both of them sad? Let it end? What right did I have to decide what it ends? My arrogance made me want to vomit. And then, as if to rely on Mayuri, I began to tell her my new plan. Are you gonna wait for me to read my line? Is that what this awkward silence?
Wait, what?
I forgot I had lines to read. Are you going to be at Komima all day?
Eh? Yeah, why?
If we ever get a character that has a Canadian accent, it's gonna be very hard. Oh, what's this all about? Eh? Is it okay if I bring Lukako?
Really? Of course it's okay.
Mayuri smiled happily, took some milk out of the refrigerator to wash down the sandwich, and began to enjoy her breakfast. You tried asking Lukako to cosplay, right? How'd it go? Was she gonna be Sarah? Was that the...
Yeah. From Bloodtoon.
From Bloodtoon.
Well, I couldn't convince her.
Which it turns out is a reference to Chaos Head.
I don't want to force her, you know? That would make her hate cosplay.
I mean, that's honestly a good way of thinking about it. So basically she gave up.
But you know, it might be a good idea to bring Luka-chan to Komima.
Really?
You think maybe if she saw other cosplayers having fun, Luka-chan might want to try it too? Does Luka even watch anime?
I'm sure Luka Wait, we don't know.
We know very little about what Luka is interested in.
Aside from swords. And also breaking computers.
Do you think we could get her to cosplay at the next Komima?
I wonder.
That would be nice. Hey, will you really bring Luka-chan over today?
No, I've been lying. Yeah. Oh wait, we actually do lie.
Will you come too and look at the costumes Mayushi made?
Wow, we just fucking trampled over our promise to her, didn't we? Yes, I will. Narrator. He would not. Oh.
Well, yay, that would make me really happy.
How happy on a scale of 1 to 10? Ballpark it for me.
A 2, which is pretty high up there for me. I have serious depression.
Oh. Anyway, Mayuri packed her costumes into the suitcase. Wait, then who's wearing them?
I don't know. Maybe Mayushi...
Oh, is it her group of friends that we don't really get to know during this one? But
oh, yeah. Ms. not appearing in this game.
In this game. So, Mayuri does have a gaggle of other friends that are alluded to. I don't think we really interact with them in this game, but they do show up in Steins Gate 0.
So,
right?
Do.
Yeah.
Well, gotta get going.
Gotta get up and go.
Be sure to come, okay? I'll be
I
waiting.
always do.
I'll show you all the best stuff, so you'll want to come tomorrow, too.
I could hear my teeth grinding. I knew that whether Mayuri would get to see tomorrow depended entirely on my actions. If this day had gone as planned, my status as Lukako's temporary boyfriend would have come to a close. Lukako would have gone back to being as she was before. Still a woman, but it's complicated, alright? Mayuri would survive the night. She would go to Komima tomorrow without a care in the world.
Okarin, something wrong?
Mayuri looked at me quizzically. She's always been sensitive to changes in my demeanor. So I put on a smile and responded as Ho and Kyoba.
問題ない。世界を支配する機関といかに対決するかについて少し思いを馳せているだけだ。
Nothing's wrong, just thinking of ways to defeat the organization.
昼間、有明で会おう。
Let's meet in Ariake in the afternoon.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
Oh no, was she waiting there all day and we didn't show up because we were on our date?
Almost certainly.
Mayuri didn't leave right away.
Luckily we have a time machine.
A time
We
machine.
can't be late for things.
She just stood there in front of the door looking at me.
Mayushi's always here for you to talk to when you need her, okay?
前より
Mayuri. Ehehehe.
I'm off.
Tootaroo. Mayuri cheerfully flew out the door, suitcase in hand, like the White Rabbit in Wonderland. The sound of her footsteps gradually faded away. Now alone, I took a deep breath. The time limit was 13 hours after that point in time. In those 13 hours, I was to return Lukaku. In those 13 hours, I was going to undo Lukaku's D-mail. I thought it was the only option I had. But now...
Okarin?
Oh, hey! You're here! You! A voice calls me back to the present. There's Mayuri, dragging her suitcase. Daru isn't with her. Daru was wearing the costumes!
Yes.
That's what it was. She's probably upset. After all, I completely stood her up on the promise we made this morning.
You came, but you're late.
Sorry, I got distracted by sword practice.
Mayushi was waiting.
Oh no!
I was really lonely.
What, didn't want to hang out with Daru?
すまない。
No? Sorry. I can't look Mayuri in the eye. As Mayuri was waiting in vain, I was making the worst possible decision for her. I chose not to undo Lukaku's D-mail. I chose not to save Mayuri. No, let's not beat around the bush. I chose to let her die.
Didn't we just have a discussion on if this is or is not the same thing?
I think we did. It's not that I don't want to save her. I do. But I can't bring myself to make the necessary sacrifice.
Where's Luka-chan?
Oh, she's recovering after I helped her lay some pipe. She's not coming. She was already... Okay, I'm not...
Did you make her cry again?
I made her something, alright. Alright, one more. No. My thoughts are a jumble. Her every word seems an accusation. Of course, I know that's not her intent. Even if she knew what I had done, This innocent childhood friend of mine doesn't have a bitter bone in her body. I like the alliteration.
That's some good alliteration
That
there,
is,
yeah.
It's my guilty conscience, changing Mayuri's words to sword stabbing straight through the heart.
More alliteration.
Sword stabbing?
Sword stabbing straight.
Oh!
Or
Since this is translated, I wonder how much of that was in the original and how much of it is just a coincidence of translation.
deliberately introduced in translation.
Or
Probably
deliberately.
100%.
Yeah, there you go. But even so, I can no longer change the past. I don't want to change it. So I have no other choice. I'll kill her myself. No other choice but to accept the death this world so desires. If I were a normal man, I would have had to accept Mayuri's death whether I liked it or not. I wouldn't have been able to try to avert it. But by chance, I acquired the power of a god.
He has the power of a god. Be careful out there,
created
Snake.
No, he didn't. He did not create Minecraft. It allowed me to try it again and again. If anything, I should be grateful for the opportunity I was given.
Ocarine?
I can't let Mayuri sense my unease. She can always tell when there's something bothering me, which is why hiding it will make it better. 10 minutes left. I want her to spend them happy and carefree. That's the very least I can do for her. So I put on the mask of Ho and Kyoma, just as I did for Lukaku.
案ずるなマユリ。俺とルカ子は至って順調。
Fret not, Mayuri. Things between me and Lukaku are absolutely fabulous.
守りたる巫女とは強い縁で結ばれているのだ。そう。俺とルカ子は
Maybe this is not going to help Okabe. That Miko and I are tied by a strong bond. That's right, Lukaku and I are connected by a fate, whether we like it or not.
そして今日この俺の IQ170 を誇る灰色の脳細胞を持ってルカ子に笑顔を蘇らせた。
And today I, the genius with an IQ of 170, have returned the smile to Lukaku's face.
It had fallen off, but I taped it back on.
Why? She even said so herself, that it was fun to be with me in our pursuit of knowledge. As soon as those words leave my lips, I realize my mistake. That makes it sound like I broke my promise to Mayuri just so I could give Lukaku a fun time, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Laying pipe. They were rutting. Going at it like bunnies. Fucking. Please laugh at one of these. Well, I suppose that is what happened. But Mayuri didn't need to know that.
Really? That's great.
It does not sound convincing. But Mayuri, innocent as she is, just gives me a happy, relieved smile.
So, there's no reason for Ocarine and Luka-chan to break up, right?
Right. We won't break up. Actually, our temporary relationship has already ended. That was our agreement. But I don't think I need to tell Mayuri that. Oh, like you wouldn't go back for more, Okabe.
Great. Then Mayushi can concentrate on Komima without any worries.
マユリは明日も参加するのか。
Are you going to participate tomorrow, too? Let's keep talking about all the stuff that'll happen tomorrow.
Yep, it lasts 3 whole days.
Wow, so many. I shouldn't have asked. I fight the urge to check my phone. Last time I checked, it was about 7 p.m. I don't have the guts to check again. I don't want to watch the seconds tick down to Mayuri's death. This is really nerve-wracking, actually.
Yeah.
Just having to sit here and pretend that everything's okay while we know, inevitably, in like at any point in time she's just going to die.
And not just at any point. We know at what point it's going to happen.
And it's going, yeah.
We don't know what will happen. We don't know how, but it will.
Oh my god.
Daru-kun's late.
Oh no, is he pregnant? Congratulations!
I called him just now, and he said he was still close by.
別に置いていってもいいんだから。
We don't really have to wait for him.
Let's wait a little bit longer.
Oh, alright. If that's what Mayuri wants, then I won't deny her. Besides, I don't want Mayuri's last moments to be on a crowded train or bus, but rather somewhere she can see the stars. Not that I have any right to choose her place of death.
Hey, do you think we can convince Luka-chan to cosplay somehow?
Probably, but you're not gonna like how.
How should we persuade her, though?
Mayuri's mood is completely healed. Why is she so happy? Did she hear something pleasing somewhere in this conversation? Was it knowing that things are going well between me and Lukaku? Or was it that I kept my promise to come here after all? I don't know. I don't know, but seeing Mayuri's happy smile makes my heart ache.
I think Luka-chan would be an absolutely perfect Kirari-chan cosplayer.
Kirari is from the card game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Luka-chan's so cute, she makes Mayushi's heart throb, you know?
Aww. I think I might be gay.
I want to spread Luka-chan's cuteness to people all over the world. Don't you, Okarin?
Her cuteness is not an export. It is a national resource and will be treated as such.
Ah, or maybe you plan to keep Luka-chan all to yourself. But, you know, you shouldn't monopolize her. Even Mayushi wants to kyun with Luka-chan.
Oh, I bet you do.
Moe,
別に
moe,
マユリの
kyun.
ルカ子は俺のものじゃない。
We kyuned all night long, if you know what I mean. There it was. That was the last one. I told you one more. That was it. I don't mind. It's not like I can keep her all to myself. Imagine like pulling out your phone and trying to check the time during this sequence just makes it skip forward immediately to the
Yay! Anyway, there's one more reason I want to get Luka-chan to cosplay.
Mayuri's awfully obsessed with Lukaku today. Come to think of it, Mayuri has done nothing but talk about Lukaku for these past 4 days, ever since Lukaku and I started dating.
Luka-chan's usually a quiet girl, right? She almost never says what she thinks. When you cosplay, you become someone other than yourself. That's why I think that if Luka-chan cosplays once, she'll definitely find a new Luka-chan, even if it's embarrassing at first.
5 stars? 5 star? Are we gonna get a 5-star Luka-chan? Oh my god, is there a Steins Gate gacha?
Oh, I gotta look that up real
Science
quick.
Adventure gacha game. Alright, I got you.
There's gotta be a something
And when
that's
that
crossed
happens,
over.
she'll become more assertive than before. And maybe even dominate you, Ocarine. I don't know why we're talking about domination like this, but you know. She really does care for Lukako. And yet, I know that all of her hopes and dreams are in vain. Suddenly, Mayuri falls silent. She looks up and raises one hand high above her head, as if to catch the stars twinkling in the night sky. Stardust handshake.
星は見えるか？
Can you see the stars? Yeah, including that big one that's coming right towards us.
Oh no!
You can see the stars more clearly in Ariake than in Akiba. If only the stars would answer her call. If only she could melt into their embrace. What salvation that would be. In the past, when she has reached for the sky, I have always pulled her back down to earth, as if to keep her from floating away. But today, I don't dare. What does Mayuri think about when she reaches for the starry sky? I've never asked her. Perhaps now is the time.
なあ、前より。
Hey, Mayuri.
おーい、オカリン、マユシ。
Oi! Ocarine! Mayushi! Daru runs up to us, calling our names.
あ、ダルくん、遅いよ。
Ah, Daru-kun! You're late!
There's
did you
there's totally a gotcha game that that there is playable Ocarine in.
Nice!
And it has apparently an alternate costume of him being Gel.
Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. It's whatever hashtag Compass is.
Oh, too bad it's not one I have heard of. Oh, frickin' gotcha games.
Yeah, I don't fucking know what this game is. But anyway, we're not safe.
No one is safe from the pull of gotcha games. Whew, my bad, man. It took forever to check my spoils. I got some 5 stars. Daru's backpack is filled to the brim with swag. He's also carrying 5 paper bags illustrated with moe drawings. Such zeal.
じゃあ、帰ろっか。
Okay, let's go.
Mayuri gets up to lead the way, and we start heading towards the train station. The direct shuttle bus to Akiba has already ended its service.
今日も暑くて死ぬかと思ったっつーの。コスプレ会場はどうだった？
It was so hot today, I thought I was gonna die.
Oh, don't worry about that, Daru.
How was the cosplay?
Oh, no, we don't know whether or not any of the other people could just die incidentally. Like,
yeah,
we
it could,
only...
by coincidence. It could happen.
It could, by complete... The convergence is only from Mayuri's death, but apparently everyone else's deaths are just kind of like superfluous enough that they could just happen by accident. Including ours.
よかったよ。
I don't know. So far, it seems like Okabe has survived an astonishing number of things that he absolutely shouldn't. Almost as though the world line intends for him to live, regardless of if it sucks. The breeze felt great.
Stares directly at camera.
まあ、
I'm staring at the microphone when I do that. Maybe we should put a camera here on the microphone for me to stare at.
But don't connect it to anything.
Yeah, no, it's just so that way when I say stares at camera, I can stare at the
I
camera.
have a camera. We can go get it.
Alright. This is an attainable utopia.
Maybe you should cosplay next time.
つうか、オカリンいつ来たん？なんか買った？
And when did you get here, Ocarine? Buy anything?
No.
おやおや、なんか暗くね？彼女持ちのリア充のくせに、なぜにそんな顔してやりますか？
Huh? Why so grim? You have a girlfriend like one of those filthy normals now. You've got no right to be depressed.
I like that both Daru and Kurisu
Fucking normies.
are the ones that are like Normals. That's the thing that those two share in common. That's so good. You know, I wonder if the two of them would ever get the chance to bond over, like, fucking weeb bullshit.
They already have on that channel, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
どうかし
Okarin, is something wrong?
Uh-oh. What's about to happen? Mayuri's voice is abruptly cut short. Her suitcase falls to the ground with a thud. What the fuck happened?
Gah. Ugh.
It's time. Mayuri presses her hands to the center of her chest. Her face contorts in pain. I see it happen in slow motion, frame by frame. Slowly, slowly, she starts to fall. It's so sudden. So sudden. And so I fail to catch her in time. Okay. Mayuri falls to the ground, motionless. What killed her, though?
Mayushi?
Can she just spontaneously die by necessity?
Maybe.
I can't move. I can't breathe. Strangely, I feel no sorrow. All I feel is guilt. I knew this would happen. I could have prevented it. The one who killed Mayuri is me.
マユシどうしたんだよ
Mayushi, what's wrong?
Daru tosses his bags away and runs to Mayuri's side. He lifts her up and slaps her cheeks a bit. I keep watching as if I were merely a bystander.
I slapped them a little
して
bit.
ない
You can do mine too if you want.
I can't reach over there without, like, whacking the mic.
She's not breathing.
I'll slap you later if you want.
何これなんだよこれ
What is this? What the hell is this?
オカリンマユシがなんか変だよ
Okarin, there's something wrong with Mayushi.
She's dead. What could be the cause? A heart attack? She wasn't killed this time, that's a relief. At least Mayuri died in one piece.
死んだってそんな嘘だろだって今の今まで普通に話してたし
Dead? No way. We were just talking.
おいマユシ起きろよドッキリか
This is really surreal where Daru is
僕を騙してどうし
absolutely
ようってんだよ
fucking losing his marbles, and Okabe is like, yep.
Because nobody other than Okarin has gone through the trauma cycle enough to be hardened to it.
Yup.
Hey, Mayushi, wake up. Where's the camera? We're on candid camera, right?
Is that the first thing he would think of? Daru. I put my hand on Daru's shoulder to calm him down.
マユリは死んだ
Mayuri's dead. Daru turns pale. His lips tremble as he looks at Mayuri's face in
救
disbelief.
急車を呼ぼう
Let's call an ambulance.
なんでこんな
Why did this happen?
つうかお前なんでそんな平然とした顔してんだよ
How can you be so calm?
死んだんだぞもう帰ってこないんだぞ分かってんのかオカリン
She's dead. She's never coming back. Don't you get it, Okarin?
分かる
More than you know. I get it.
分かってるじゃなくてさマユシが息をしてないんだよなあ
No, you don't. She's not breathing. See?
俺は見殺しにした
I stood by and let her die.
What?
I kneel beside Mayuri.
俺はマユリを助けられなかった
I couldn't save you, Mayuri. I reach out to Mayuri's motionless body.
いや違う救わなかった
No, I chose not to save you. I embrace her tightly.
見捨てたんだ
I abandoned you, Mayuri. I look up to the starry sky, just as Mayuri always did. The tears don't come. Maybe I've gotten used to it. Or maybe it's because I'm not worthy to mourn her. What fills my heart is emptiness. I'm leaning against the wall, hugging both knees. I don't remember how long I've been here. How much time has passed since Mayuri's death? I didn't go to the vigil or to the funeral. How could I when I'm the one who killed her? I don't want to see anything or anyone. Even breathing is hard now. And yet I have no choice but to face this emptiness, this heart-rending guilt, and accept what I've done. That is my duty now. Someone pulls the curtain open. Light shines in from the lounge. A girl is standing there, silhouetted against the light. As soon as I realize who it is, I turn away and prepare to block out the noise.
もう3日もそうやってるけど、せめて何か食べたら。
Okabe, it's been 3 days. Will you at least eat something?
あんた知ってたんでしょ？
You knew, didn't you?
まゆりがあの日死ぬこと。
Once again, Kurisu being the most canny of them all.
You knew that Mayuri would die.
Realizing, hey, we've been building a time machine.
どうしてタイムリープしないの？
Why don't you time leap?
あんたならまゆりを助けるためにタイムリープマシンを使うこともためらわない。私はそう予測してた。
I was sure that you would do anything to save Mayuri, even use the time leap machine.
そもそも漆原さんの性別を男にして IBN5100 を取り戻すっていう計画はどうなったの？
What happened to your plan to undo Luca's D-mail and take back the IBN 5100?
Nailed it. Got it in one.
あんたはまゆりを助けるためにその計画を実行に移してた。なんで？
You were so set on saving Mayuri. What are you still doing here?
それとももしかしてあんたはすでに IBN5100 を取り戻して別の世界線へと移動した後？
Wait, did you already send the D-mail? Did you already change world
ここ
lines?
に残されているのは岡部倫太郎の残死、あまり、そして世界はパラレルワールドとしてここではまゆりが助からなかった未来を継続する。
If so, and you're just a remnant Okabe left behind, then that means world lines are parallel, and this line is doomed to continue without Mayuri.
IBN5100 は取り戻さなかった。
I didn't send the D-mail. My voice is hoarse, perhaps because I haven't spoken in 3 days.
どういうこと？
What do you mean?
ルカ子を男に戻すことは俺にはできなかった。
I couldn't undo Lukako's D-mail.
だから運命を受け入れた。
Instead, I chose to accept fate. No, that makes it sound like I wasn't responsible.
まゆりを見殺しにした。
I stood by and let Mayuri die. How come on all the other endings it's Okabe is still trying other things and like has at least the motivation to try something, and here it's just like, nope, I just let her die. Woe is I. And why does it have to be during Luca's end?
Yep.
God damn. I hear Kurisu gasp. Why did I confess? It's not something I should confess so easily. It's like admitting to murder. It should have been a secret between Lukako and me. And yet, do I want to be blamed? Would that make me feel better? hurts to live with this bottled up guilt. At this point, I'd welcome condemnation. Kurisu isn't one to mince words. I'm sure she'll tell me exactly what a worthless human being I am. However,
ご飯食べる？
Will you eat?
Kurisu betrays my
カ
expectations.
ップ麺でよければ作るけど、それとも何か買ってくる？
I can make cup noodles if you like. Or should I go get something?
責めろよ。マユリを殺した俺に怒れよ。
Say something. I killed Mayuri. Why won't you blame me?
怒りたい気持ちはあるけど、やめとく。私がとやかく言う必要はないみたいだから。
I suppose I could, but why? It looks like you've already blamed yourself enough.
過去に戻って因果率をねじ曲げようとすることこそおがましい行為なのかもしれないし。
Maybe we just don't have the right to change the past after all.
というより
Besides,
怒れるわけないよ。
no one can blame you.
あんたは因果の輪から外れて存在として孤立してまでずっと一人で頑張ってきた。
You've been fighting alone this whole time, one man disconnected from causality.
だからあんたの苦しみは誰にもわからないし、
No one else can understand your pain.
あんたの選択の意味は誰からも理解されない。
No one else can understand the meaning of your choice.
そんなあんたを一度もタイムリープしてない私が責められるわけない。
There's no way I can blame you when I haven't time leaped even once.
Wait, is Kurisu gonna time leap in
なん
this?
でそんなに物分かりがいいんだ。
How can you be so understanding? I clutch my knees.
物分かりがいいわけじゃない。あんたがタイムリープでマユリを助けようと決めたその時に誰からも分かってもらえないと覚悟したはず。
I'm not. When you chose to save Mayuri with the time leap machine, you must have known that no one would ever understand.
だったらそれを甘んじて受けなさい。
So accept what you've done.
そうすればあんたは自分がしたことの意味について忘れることはないから。
Do that, and you'll never forget the meaning of your choice.
So in other words, she's telling me to suffer on my own. What a cruel woman. I don't think that's what she's saying, Okabe, but...
However,
あんたはあんたが取った選択によって助けたもう一人の子について責任を取るべきよ。
you should also take responsibility for the girl you did save.
残念っていう言葉だけじゃ足りないくらい悲しいけど、とにかくマユリはもういない。
Mayuri is dead. It's sad. No, sad doesn't even begin to describe it, but Mayuri is gone.
世界の収束、世界の意志には逆らえなかった。
You couldn't change convergence. You couldn't defy fate.
でもあの子は今も生きてる。あんたのおかげで女の子として生きてる。
But she is still alive. Thanks to you, she's still alive. And that sentence ends there.
孤立して
Woof!
苦しんでると思う。
And I think she's suffering alone, just like you.
あの子の苦しみを理解してあげられるのは共犯者である岡部だけでしょ。
Aren't you the only one who can understand her suffering? You're her accomplice, remember?
共犯者。
Her accomplice. I knew you would pull no punches, Makise Kurisu. Lukako's image floats through my mind. She's always been trans, but now that Listen, it's complicated.
But then some time stuff happened and we lost the plot.
I am the one who chose that future for Lukako. When I imagine her frail smile, I feel like spring has come to thaw the frozen soil of my heart. I can't bear to lose Lukako too. In that case, I know what I must do.
クリス
Thank you,
お
Kurisu.
前と話せてよかった
I'm glad I told you. As I enter the courtyard, I can almost feel the heat slowly drain away. Beside the main building stands a large tree. Its branches, coated with vibrant leaves, sway in the gentle breeze. The shrine is cooler than the streets of Akihabara proper.
It is pretty cool.
It is. I mean, it's pretty legit. Maybe it's because Konda River is so close. As usual, the shrine is empty. And my mouse is not clicking.
There we go.
I find myself standing before the offering box, gazing into the inner sanctum. I wonder if Lukako's home. Her family should be here too. How should I call for her? Just then, the wind suddenly lets up and the sound of rustling trees stops for a bit. In the silence, I hear someone sobbing. It sounds like it's coming from behind the main building. I slowly head towards the sound.
Sniff.
Lukako is there, sitting on the grass, That's not grass. Hugging her knees as she cries. Samadare is in her hands. Lukako.
Okabe-san.
Lukako looks at me with wet eyes, but immediately afterwards she buries her face into her knees. Then her shoulders start shaking once more.
Yesterday, I went to Mayuri-chan's funeral. Everyone cried. I didn't know Mayuri-chan was loved by so many people. Of course, I loved Mayuri-chan too. I'm not really good with people, but she was always so nice to me. She was my best friend.
I lost the words I was about to say. All I can do is sit silently next to Lukako.
Why, Okabe-san? Why are we still alive?
Okay, you know what gets me? In the other endings, Okabe decides not to send the D-mail to undo the past, but has another plan.
This one, there's no backup plan.
There's no backup plan. It's just like, fuck it. I guess I'll just die.
I guess they had to have an ending that was like that, just to be like, here's what would happen. But it seems like it kind of sucks that
It's
Luca
Luca's
got
ending.
stuck with it, and it's not
Yeah.
another bad end that's separate or something. But we'll see. Mayuri-chan is dead. But I'm still me? The way I am? I don't know. Throw me a fucking bone here.
Now that she remembers life before being trans,
this is not salvageable at this
maybe
point.
not. Now that she remembers
Oh
having been assigned male at birth, Lukako is beginning to have more gender identity issues. I have no idea how that feels. Just as Kurisu said, Lukaku is disconnected from causality too.
こうして何も変わらずここにいるのってとてもいけないことのような気がするんです。
It just feels wrong for me to keep living like this.
Don't do this game. I see you, don't you do it. It's not wrong. I try to cheer her up with those meaningless words, but Lukaku shakes her head in denial.
なんとかまゆりちゃんを助ける方法ありませんか？
Is there a way to save Mayuri-chan?
無理だ。
No.
そんな。
That can't be.
Still crying, Lukaku stands and pleads with me.
考えましょうよ。僕、まゆりちゃんが助かるためなら何だってします。
Let's keep thinking. I'll do anything to save Mayuri-chan.
まゆりちゃんから前に聞いたことがあります。神さんは時間を遡る装置を作ったって。
I heard from Mayuri-chan before that you made a device for traveling back in time.
Thanks, game, for making this the ending that's like, wow, what a dick, why didn't you do... Fucking hell. Is she talking about the time leap machine?
それを使えば。
If we use that,
無理なんだ。
We can't.
時間を遡れば何か方法が。
if we go back in time, I'm sure we'll find a way.
方法はない。
There is no way. I make that firm declaration with a hung head and clenched fists.
残酷なことかもしれないが、俺たちはマユリの死を受け入れて、それでも生きていくしかないんだよ。
It may be cruel, but all we can do is accept Mayuri's death and keep on living.
諦めちゃダメですよ。どうして諦められるんですか？まゆりちゃんが亡くなって悲しくないんですか？
You can't give up. Why are you giving up? Aren't you sad at all that Mayuri-chan died?
とにかく方法はないんだ。
There's no way to save her.
嫌です。僕はまゆりちゃんに死んでほしくない。
No, I don't want Mayuri-chan to die.
ルカコ、
Lukaku! I grab her shoulders and look straight into her eyes.
そう簡単に諦めたと思うか。
Did you think it was easy for me to give up?
Okabe-san.
あいつは俺にとっても大事な幼馴染だったんだ。諦められるわけがないだろう。
She was my precious childhood friend. I would have done anything to save her.
考えたさ。死ぬほど考えて、もがいて、もがいて、どんな手を使ってでも助けようとしたさ。時間だって一体何度遡ったと思ってるんだ。
I tried to find a way. I tried everything I could think of. Do you know how many times I've gone
無理
back?
だった。世界はあいつの死を望んだ。俺がどれだけそれを回避しようとしても、そんな俺を嘲笑うかのように世界はマユリを奪っていった。
But nothing worked. The universe wants her dead. No matter how I try to avoid it, fate snatches Mayuri away.
マユリを助けるために他の人間の思いだって犠牲にした。傷つけてでもマユリを助けるために俺はやってきた。
I sacrificed other people's memories and dreams, all to save Mayuri.
だが
It didn't matter who I hurt, as long as I could save her.
それも限界だ。
But I can't do it anymore.
もう無理なんだ。
There's nothing I can do. No. There is something I can do. There are still things I can do to save Mayuri, but I chose none of them. Theoretically, it's not impossible, but It is impossible for me.
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry.
岡部さんの気持ちちっとも考えてませんでした。
I didn't stop to think about your feelings.
だけど無理なはずないですよ。もう一つだけ方法が残ってるじゃないですか。
But it's not impossible, is it? There's still one more way left.
男に戻れば
If you undo the D-mail I sent.
それはダメだ。
Nice. I can't do that. There's no meaning to our choice if we do that. I chose Lukaku over Mayuri. Ultimately, that's all there is to it.
お願い
Wow.
します岡部さん。僕まゆりちゃんを犠牲にしてまで女でいたくないです。
Please, Okabe-san. I don't want this so badly that I'd sacrifice Mayuri-chan.
まゆりちゃんを助けてあげて。
Please, save Mayuri-chan.
俺はお前を男には戻さない。
I won't undo your D-mail.
どうして
Why?
どうしてですか。
Why won't you?
俺がそれを選んだ。もうこれ以上俺のエゴのために誰かを傷つけることはできない。
That's what I chose. I can't keep on hurting people to feed my ego.
それに元の世界線に戻ったところでマユリの死を回避できるかどうかは絶対じゃないんだ。
Besides, even if we do go back to the original world line, there's no guarantee we'll avoid Mayuri's death.
俺はその低い確率のために誰かの思いをお前の思いを犠牲にはできない。
I won't sacrifice anyone's memories. I won't sacrifice your memories for a small chance like that.
だからもういいんだ。
It's over.
But, Okabe-san.
こんなの許されないです。
This is unforgivable.
僕という存在に耐えられないんです。
I don't deserve to live like this.
女の子であるということがまゆりちゃんの死の上に成り立ってるなんてこと、これから一生受け止めて生きていくなんてこと。
How can I go on knowing that my life contributed to Mayuri's death?
Nailed it.
ことが重すぎて押しつぶされちゃいそうなんです。
That's too heavy a burden for me to bear.
どうして
Why?
どうしてあの時18年前のお母さんのポケモン
Jesus Christ, game, I get it.
を送ってくれなかったん
Fucking
ですか。
hell.
Why didn't you send the mail to my mom's pager 18 years ago specifically?
God damn. Okay, fine. Fuck you, game, I guess.
僕なんかを選んでくれたんですか。
Why didn't you choose Mayuri-chan over me?
Because I kind of assumed the game wasn't gonna just then sit here and wallow in that specific point for like a full fucking hour.
全ては俺の選択だ。
You have nothing to be ashamed of. It was my choice.
マユリを殺したのは俺なんだ。だから罪は俺が全て被る。
I killed Mayuri. The guilt is mine. I am the one with the power of a god. I am the one who can choose Mayuri's fate. Therefore, I am the one who must bear the responsibility.
お前にも幸せになってほしいって思っている。
Besides, well, I want you to not read my line. I want you to be happy.
うーん。
幸せになんてなれるはずないじゃないですか。
Happy? How can I possibly be happy?
まゆりちゃんが死んだのは僕のせいでもあるのに。
When Mayuri died because of me.
お前のせいじゃない。何度も言わせないでくれ。今は悲しいかもしれないが、
It wasn't because of you. Please, never say that again. You might be sad now, but
お前にはマユリの分まで前を見て生きていってほしいんだ。
I want you to keep going forward. And live enough for Mayuri, too.
そんなの嫌です。
No, I don't want that.
Okay, Okabe, we're also getting a pretty clear indication that this is what Luca wants, too. It's not the... Lukako clings to my chest. She stares into my eyes without wiping away her tears.
Stare, stare.
僕は
Oh, I'm being stared at.
岡
Help
部
me.
さんと一緒に背負いたいです。
In that case, I want to help bear your burden together.
一緒に背負う。何をバカな。
Bear it together? Don't be ridiculous.
俺は因果の輪から外れた人間だし、マユリを見殺しにする選択をした人間で、
I'm a man disconnected from causality. I chose to stand by and let Mayuri die.
それなら僕だって因果の輪からは外れます。
Then I'll disconnect myself from causality too.
僕の記憶の中に男だった時の思い出が蘇ってきている時点でもう外れかけているんですよ。
I regained my memories of the previous world line, so doesn't that mean I'm already disconnected?
ちゃんの命と引き換えに僕が女として生きているんだっていうことも知っちゃっているわけですし。
I also know that I've only lived the life I did on this world line because Mayuri paid for it with her life.
Nailed it.
共犯者なんですよ。
We're accomplices.
Kurisu said the same thing. We're accomplices, Lukako and I. What?
私にも
Oh, so with Lukako we're accomplices, but when fucking we go off with Suzuha, it's just all, yeah, we can do it.
And maybe they do. It's unresolved.
Oh
or
my
maybe they don't.
Oh my fucking god.
This sadness, this guilt.
二人で忘れずに抱いていきたいです。
I want us both to embrace them, so we don't forget.
We are disconnected from causality. Nobody else can understand us. And that's why
分かったよ。
I understand. I embrace Lukako strongly.
一緒に背負ってくれ。
Let's bear our burden together.
一緒にこの思いを忘れずに生きていこう。
Let's live with these memories together.
そばにいてもいいですか？
Can I stay by your side forever?
岡部さんのこと好きだから。
I love you.
まゆりちゃんへの裏切りかもしれないけど、ずっと一緒にいたいんです。
I know I'm betraying Mayuri-chan, but I want to be with you forever.
もちろんだ。
Of course. We both bear the same burden. We'll accept Mayuri's death, yet still live on, shoulder to shoulder. Afterwards, we pass the time sitting in silence until the sky turns the color of dusk. Lukako rests her head on my shoulder. I embrace her and feel her breathing next to me. We gaze silently at the sky, And in our hearts we pray for Mayuri's happiness in the afterlife. I'm sorry, Mayuri. I'm sorry.
ねえ岡部さん
Hey, Okabe-san.
Maybe this isn't the right time for this, but you want to try anal?
Very much not the right time for that.
Lukaku raises
Moving
her...
briskly along.
Come on. Lukaku raises her head and breaks the silence. I can see firm resolve in her expression.
僕まゆりちゃんにどうしても一つだけやり残したことがあるんです
There's one thing that I should have done for Mayuri-chan, Mayuri-chan, but didn't.
Just one thing.
そのせいでまゆりちゃんに悲しい思いをさせちゃいました
And because I didn't, I made her sad.
やり残したこと
What was it?
コスプレです
Cosplay.
Oh. That? These last few weeks, Mayuri was constantly asking Lukaku to wear the costume she had made, but Lukaku was too embarrassed to try. I remember Mayuri on the day she died.
ルカちゃんがキラリちゃんのコスプレしたらね
We still don't know how she died that time, right?
Yeah, she just did.
I still think, like, universal necessity theories.
Laser targeted Mayushi removal beam. I think Luka-chan would be an absolutely perfect Kirari-chan cosplayer.
ルカちゃんってねまゆしがドキドキしちゃうぐらい可愛いの
Luka-chan's so cute. She makes Mayushi's heart throb, you know.
ルカちゃんって普段おとなしいでしょあんまり自分の意見も言おうとしないし
Luka-chan's usually a very obedient girl, you know. She rarely speaks her mind.
Quite marriageable.
それするとね普段の自分とは別の自分になれるんだよ
When you cosplay, you become another you.
だからね最初は恥ずかしいかもしれないけどルカちゃんも一度やればきっと新しいルカちゃんを見つけられると思うんだ
That's why I think that if Luka-chan cosplays once, she'll definitely find
Whoa.
a new Luka-chan, even if it's embarrassing at first.
そしたらね今より積極的な性格になってねもしかするとオカリンをお尻に敷いちゃうかもしれないよ
And when that happens, she'll become more assertive than before, and maybe even dominate you, Okarin.
See how I didn't make the joke that time?
Yeah.
I've grown as a person. Even on that day, Mayuri only talked about Lukaku. Even though I stood her up on my promise to bring Lukaku to Komima and made her lonely. Mayuri wanted Lukaku to cosplay from the bottom of her heart.
時間を遡る装置を使ってあの日に戻れませんか
Can your time machine take me back to that day?
戻るってお前が
You mean you want to go back? Lukaku nods firmly. Wait, hold on, what? We're the only person who's used it so far.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Nobody's used the time leap machine except for me. It's never failed so far, but if something does happen, it might not be reversible. Stern's test subjects turned into jellymen. Something like that could happen to her, or she could lose her memory like Suzuha did.
危険すぎるあれは俺以外には使わせられない
It's far too dangerous. So far, I'm the only one who's used it.
お願いします
Please.
せめて最後にまゆりちゃんに笑顔でいてもらいたいんです
At the very least, I want to see Mayuri-chan off with a smile.
僕まゆりちゃんに何もしてあげられなかったから
Because I wasn't able to do anything for her.
だがお前はああいう場所に来るオタクのことが苦手だったはずだ
But I thought you couldn't handle all the otaku.
確かにちょっと怖いですでもそんなこと言ってられないです
I am a bit scared, but this is something I have to do.
それに僕は岡部さんと 本当に同じになりたい。
Besides, I want to truly be the same as you, Okabe-san.
I wonder what'll happen from our perspective.
因果の輪から完全に外れてしまうんですよね。
If I use that device, I'll be completely disconnected from causality, won't I?
それで岡部さんと同じ気持ちを背負えます。
And then, I could feel what you feel.
だから
So please.
Her innocent feelings warm my heart. Lukako truly cares for me and Mayuri. In the end, I have to grant her wish. When we get back to the lab, no one is there. Just a few days ago, Mayuri, Kurisu, Daru, and I were laughing here together. With Mayuri gone, nothing seems to remain from those days but dreams. The lab feels truly empty. But I hide those feelings and lead Lukako to the development room. Yeah, this is the first time that someone other than Okabe is going to use it.
Yeah.
Luckily, the 42-inch CRT is turned on downstairs, so we can start the time leap when ready.
飛び先はいつに？
What time will you jump to?
あの日の朝に
The morning of that day.
前日に飛んだりするときっと僕は現実を受け止めることができなくて動揺しちゃうと思うんです。
If I jump to the day before, I don't think I'll be mentally stable enough to accept it as reality.
だから
That's why.
So she's choosing the morning of that fateful day so she can cosplay with a smile. But to jump to that day would take at least 3 consecutive leaps. Will she be able to get all the way to the 15th? But despite my worries, Lukako remains
無事に飛んだら
Lukako remains
俺に
undaunted.
連絡を取る。そうしたらきっと俺はお前を真由里のところに連れて行ってやる。
Once you've leapt safely, get in touch with me. I'm sure I'll help you get to Mayuri.
はい。
Okay.
I cover Lukako's head with the time leap machine's headgear. Her body is clearly shaking, but that's understandable, I guess. Even I'm starting to get tense. My heart feels like it's about to explode. This is the first time leap machine experiment with a subject other than me. I can't stop thinking about the worst case scenario.
心配するな。脳が少し痛むぐらいだがすぐ収まる。
Don't worry. Your brain will hurt a bit, but the pain will go away soon.
はい。
Okay.
向こうについても決して取り乱すな。落ち着いて状況を理解するんだ。
You must not get distracted once you reach the other side. Calm down and try to grasp your
大
surroundings.
丈夫。俺がついている。
It'll be okay. I'm with you. I gently caress Lukako's cheek. She responds with a small sigh of relief.
じゃあ行きます。
I'm going.
I nod and hide the shaking of my fingertips as I set the microwave timer.
Set the microwave timer for the heart of the sun.
Nice. 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 That's a deep cut right there.
I'll be sure to come back.
Probably not.
待っているぞ。
Yeah, I'll be waiting. I smile to Lukako. Immediately afterwards, the discharge fills the room. I should probably get that looked at. I open my eyes wide in wonder as Lukako's body begins to shine. The building shakes violently. The smell of ozone fills the air. The light is blinding. I can hardly keep my eyes open.
岡部さん。
Okabe-san.
Lukako's cries suddenly cut short. We didn't get the cool time.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't, because we didn't go back.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, we didn't go back. It's a shock ripples through my body like it always does right after time leaping.
ここは
What the? This time I wasn't the one who leapt. Is it leaped? I keep wanting to say leapt.
I don't know. It's
But
a mystery.
nevertheless, I teleported from the lab to Yanabayashi Shrine. That's gotta be disconcerting as fuck. Did the world line change? Well, of course it did, you... No, reading Steiner didn't activate, so I don't think it did. Then why? Was it because of Lukaku's changes to the past? I look to the side, and there I see Lukaku. She gets up and smiles once she notices my gaze.
写真見ますか？
Want to see the pictures?
Why is this going to be the most depressing ending CG that we get? Like, really?
It will be.
Pictures? What's this about pictures?
行ってきたんですよ。僕
It worked. I did it.
覚えてないんですか？岡部さん。急に様子が変わりましたけど。
Don't you remember? You suddenly started acting different just now.
お前が過去へ飛んでその直後に俺はここに立っている
Right after you leapt into the past, I found myself standing here.
小見場には
That's interesting. So it's almost as though he did time leap. Because once again, there was an Okabe in this timeline up until that very moment who was
Yep.
going along with this and helping Luca.
And then
And
just got
suddenly, poof.
yeet. Actually, the one in this line wouldn't have needed to collaborate. Because it's the ending world line.
What?
So that means that she got to the end. And she wouldn't have had necessarily to tell Okabe that she did. I don't know. Maybe she did.
The plan was that she would.
Oh, ah! Hold on.
Damn it.
I bumped the mic. I'm so sorry. Is it good? I think it's good. Lukaku once again bursts into tears.
Burst.
Then she slowly nods. She takes out a few pictures and hands them to me.
まゆりちゃん、これも嬉しそうでした。
Mayuri-chan was so happy.
I look at the first picture handed to me. I gasp in surprise when I see what's on it.
俺もお前もはしゃぎすぎだよな
It looks like we really got carried away. I realize that I am crying. In the picture, Mayuri is smiling, and we're smiling with her.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
I'm not crying, you're crying. Ugh,
Son of a bitch.
that's... I both like it and hate it.
It had to happen. We have to know. We have to know what happens if we hit a point where Okabe can't continue. But
Still,
it feels like it's frustrating that everybody else so far that we've done gets an ending with hope in it.
yeah, like, things might be different, but, like in Ferris's ending, things are radically different.
Yeah.
But Mayuri's not gonna die, so he doesn't know what's gonna happen, but, you know, there's the whole future. With Suzuha, they don't know what's gonna happen, but they went back. Here, it's just like, well, you must now persist in the doom world you've created. Is that it? Is that how that goes?
Yeah. Does this get a whole different ending song from the others?
I don't know. Actually, I'd be lying if I told you I remembered the previous ending
I don't
songs.
fucking remember it all.
Yeah, I don't. I'm
God.
sorry. God. Okay. In a vacuum, I'm fine with that ending, but I'm mad because they did Luca dirty. Like, why'd it have to be Luca's ending? Right?
And also go for the gut punch with like, nope, Luca wants you to save Mayushi, you still don't.
Yeah, that's what gets me to say, no, I don't want it to. No, fuck off. Fuck that shit. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
Ah well.
Thank you, the 5 powered in games.
Huh. Is there a post credit? There is!
Oh, they have a... Oh!
Tiny Ocarine.
Tiny Ocarine.
Alright.
Link of Corruption and Rebirth. That is a hell of a... What? Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's check our
What
clear.
have we cleared? 3 of 6. That sounds about right.
That sounds about right. I wonder... Okay, so who else has endings? I'm sure there's a...
There will be a Kurisu ending, a Mayushi ending, and a true ending, I bet.
Probably. What, there's not going to be like a Nai ending?
Daru ending.
Why isn't there a Daru ending, huh? Huh? Wow, we're at 72%.
Pretty impressive.
Wow. We are making some fucking headway in this.
Yeah.
Jesus. Alright, well... Honestly... In a vacuum, I don't hate it, but... Not the best.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. Anyway, join us next time when we just fucking yeet Lukaku right into the AMAB.
It'll be something.
It'll be a whole lot of something.
More verbal acrobatics forthcoming.
Oh, it'll be great. We'll have a good time.
Yep.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.